So yesterday I talked about being anxious. There's on my watch, I have a thing that I don't know what to call it other than it tells me to breathe. I often ignore it. I just go on and delete the notification. But there's something important about that, and that is that we do need to just relax and breathe. Psalm 131, verse 2, talks about the idea of quieting ourselves before the Lord. I don't think we quiet ourselves very well. At least I don't. I know when I've practiced it, it's actually worked out very well for me. But I have to schedule it almost. That's what I like about the watch. At least it does tell me on a regular basis to stop and breathe. If you ever done that, if you ever looked at this particular app, I guess you would call it, it tells you to breathe in that and it times it, and you need to do it slow and just relax. Scripture says, "Be still and know that I am God." Remember, in the storm that the disciples found themselves in, Jesus, when they awoke him, talked to the storm and said, "Be still." There's a lot about that we need to learn from, myself included, because being still in this busy world is something that we don't practice very well. We're good at, well, being in a hurry. We're good at rushing from place to place. We're good at stuff. How good are we at being still? How good are we at quieting our hearts and just listening? I love the mornings, particularly as even I'm doing this video, I can hear the birds in the background. The other morning I was out really early, it was still dark, and the birds were just making all kinds of noise. Last night I'd been to my neighbor, and as I walked back to my house, I remarked about how the birds were still out gathering food and doing what they needed to do without a care in the world, without worry, without anxiety. And yet we, who have the intelligence, or supposedly have the intelligence, get all worked up about things that we can't control, that we have no power over, that overwhelm us, and we sit back and we wonder, how did I get here? Well, perhaps the reason that we're here is because we're not breathing. I don't mean breathing to live, I mean breathing to relax. Taking the time to be still before our God. Think about that today, and perhaps try to practice some moments of just deep breathing and relaxation. Hey, until next time, God bless.